Time for one quick question.
Yeah.
I've heard you say before that what we see with our eyes is a vibrational interpretation. Is that interpretation, the vibrational interpretation, within me, or is it in what I'm trying to perceive?
It's within you.
Okay. So do I see vibration, is what I guess I'm trying to ask. Do I see vibration outside of me, or is it my vibration that allows me to see things the way that I see them?
Well, that was very well stated. It's your vibration that allows you to see, and that's why we say that what you believe is what you see.
Of course.
But your eyes are interpreting vibration. But your expectation has more to do with it than we can ever begin to explain to you. Your fingertips are interpreting vibration. And in this conversation, what we're always seeking to awaken is that there is a vibrational frequency that you don't see with your physical senses, that your emotions are giving you. And that's the blending or not with that empowerment that you're reaching for. When you wake up in the morning, the cells of your body have pushed the reset button. And if you don't reintroduce the beliefs that you have about your body or about your ability as soon as you wake up, then you have a fresh start. But it's not easy to wake up and just start thinking all new thoughts. So that's why we're saying it's sort of a gradual process.
Right.
Someone sent Esther a book called The Magic Eye. And she remembers seeing these pictures in the mall some years ago where it just looked like almost like a wallpaper, a very dense pattern. But when you look at it, hold it to your eyes close and then gradually move it away. When you look at it as if you're trying to look through it rather than at it, these three-dimensional images show up on the page. Have any of you experienced those? Esther remembers when they were in the mall, she would get really good at it. She would, especially if they had glass in front of the picture, because she would look at her own reflection in the glass. And because she was not looking at the image, but she was looking at something other than the image, then the three-dimensional image would jump out. So someone sent her a book of it, and she remembered seeing it years and years and years, even before she knew us, was the last time she had looked at that. And she read the description of how they were describing to see the three-dimensional images. And she laughed because it's exactly the description that we've been giving people to see energy or to see auras. Can you see an aura around Esther here?
Yeah.
Some of you. When you look at her, rather than looking at her, try to look through her. Try to see something on the wall behind her. So you're softening your vision. You're a bit close. Take your glasses off. Your eyes are trained to see what you see. That's that expectation. But you can see more than you've trained your eyes to see, but you can't do it by looking in the same way that you've been looking, which is very much what you just said to us. Mm-hmm. So as you look at Esther, try to look through her, and what you may see is a sort of, it would be like a shadow if it was absence of light, but it's the presence of light, so it's like a light around her. Even sometimes you can see it between her fingers. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. So keep looking just softly. If you can't see it, it just means you're demonic. Just look softly. And if you're wearing glasses, it might be a good idea to take them off, because your glasses cause you to focus in a different way than what we're wanting you to do here. So just look in the direction of her. We'll goose the energy up just a little bit. You're a bit close, but you may be able to see it. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah? A bit more? A bit more? And when we move away, sometimes you can see it still standing there. Yeah. Yeah. So you're seeing something that you usually don't see, because you're using your eyes in a different way. And when you get in that high-flying frequency, then that's why you'll be driving and you'll have an impulse to change lanes just at the appropriate moment, because somebody was intending to do something and you had access to that knowledge. When you're in that high frequency and you're involved in sports, especially in competitive sports, you know what somebody else is going to do. You know where they're going to be. You have advanced announcements, because everything happens vibrationally before it happens physically. And when you're tuned into that frequency, your anticipation is better, you see. You feel an impulse You feel an impulse to do something because broader perspective is everywhere and knows everything that is important to you. You feel an impulse to do something, and if you're in that high-flying vibration, you'll follow the impulse, and when you follow the impulse, the payoff is really big. And after the fact, you say, oh boy, that was sure a lucky thing that I got that hunch and I followed through with that. Well, that's what that's all about. Your extensions of source energy, and you're allowing yourself to benefit from that knowledge in a more profound, productive way. Really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Much love.